Hello children, let us start with the mole concept which was remaining in our discussion. Mole concept, what it is. So what is mole that you have to understand? A mole is the amount of substance. Okay, what it is? It is the amount of substance that contains as many elementary entities or as many atoms, or we can say the molecules, okay, as there are atoms in exactly 12 grams of carbon 12. Means what? 1 mole of any substance will be equal to that many atoms or molecules, okay, that many elementary entities, means that many atoms or molecules that are present in 12 grams of carbon 12, and this is found to be equal to the Avogadro's number. Okay, so Avogadro we call that as a Avogadro's constant. Now Avogadro term or the word Avogadro is named after the early 19th century Italian scientist. His name is Amedeo Avogadro. So after him we call him as Avogadro's. We have given this term Avogadro, okay, constant, that is equal to 6.022 into 10 power 23 particles. So what is mole concept? Mole concept says that 1 mole of any substance, okay, 1 mole of any substance will have how many particles? These many particles. Okay, when we say particles, means it can be in the form of atom or it can be in the form of molecule. If it is only one atom, okay, then it means the substance is in the elemental form. If it is a molecule, then we call that as a compound. Okay, so 1 mole of any substance will have how many particles or how many atoms or molecules present in it? It will have Avogadro number of atoms or molecules, that is 6.022 into 10 power 23 particles. Okay, now let us understand this with the help of an example. Let's say our substance is an element, that is sodium. Okay, so how many atoms it will have? Okay, element is the sodium, it is going to have atom, it is made of atom, one single atom. So 1 mole of sodium is going to have how many atoms? So when we say 1 mole of sodium, means just only one atom of sodium, and you know the mass of sodium is 23 U, it means atomic mass unit, okay, or you can write it as 23 grams, which will have how many atoms? So 23 grams or 23 atomic mass units of sodium is going to have 6.022 into 10 power 23 atoms. Okay, now let's say our substance is a compound. Another example, okay, try to understand with this. Our substance is a compound, okay, and the compound is what? Water. So now water has H2O. There is atom of hydrogen, there is also an atom of oxygen. So 1 mole of H2O means how much it will be its mass? Oxygen mass is 16. For 2 hydrogen atom, mass will be 2 now. So it becomes 16 plus 2, 18, right? So we can write it as 18 atomic mass unit or 18 U, or as 18 grams. So this much of water is going to have how much or how many molecules of water? It is going to have Avogadro's number of molecules of water. Fine. So this is what you have to understand through the mole concept, that there will be Avogadro number or 6.022 into 10 power 23 molecules or atoms will be present if it is or our substance is only 1 mole. Okay, in any 1 mole of a substance, how many atoms or molecules will be present? It is 6.022 into 10 power 23. Okay, so when we say 1 mole of H2O, means it is 18 gram of H2O which is containing these many molecules of water. And when we say 1 mole of sodium, it means it has 23 grams of sodium, and that will have 6.02 10 power 23 atoms of sodium. Now you can see here in this chart there are different atoms and molecules mentioned, and their atomic mass unit is given, and the 1 mole of them is going to contain Avogadro number of atoms or molecules. Okay, so when we are saying, let's say, oxygen, okay, its molar mass will be what? Its molar mass, we'll be talking about molar mass also. So oxygen atomic mass is 16 atomic mass unit, right, which can be written as 16 grams. In grams, 16U can be written as 16 grams. It is one and the same. Okay, two different ways of expressing the mass. So 1 mole of oxygen is going to contain 16 gram. It means it means how many atoms will be present in 16 grams of oxygen. There will be these many atoms present. Same way for nitrogen. If nitrogen, it is N2, atomic mass is 14, but here our molecule is N2. There are 2 nitrogen atoms, so 14 plus 14 is 28. So its mass is, for N2, is 28. So 28 grams will contain how many? It will contain 6.022 into 10 power 23 molecules. Same way for HCl. When we say HCl, it will have how many? So hydrogen mass is 1. For chlorine, it is 35.5. So 1 plus 35.5 becomes 36.5. That is same as 36.5 grams. So it is going to contain how many molecules? 6.022 into 10 power 23. Okay, these many molecules will be present in 1 mole of HCl. I hope this is clear to you all. So let us talk about gram molecular mass. Gram molecular mass is what? It is the mass in gram of 1 mole of molecular substance. Like when we are saying N2, okay, N2 mass is 28. Each nitrogen mass is 14. Okay, each nitrogen mass is 14. Atomic number is 7. Mass is 14, and here you see there are 2 nitrogen. Okay, so it becomes 14 plus 14, which comes to 28, right? So 28 is what? The gram molecular mass. Gram molecular mass for means what? Mass of 1 mole of nitrogen, okay, which is 28. Okay, now let us proceed further. Atomic mass unit. What you understand from atomic mass unit? So atomic mass unit is 1/12 of the mass of unbound atom of carbon 12. It is the unit of mass used to express the atomic mass and the molecular masses. Okay, that is what this is a unit. So instead of writing atomic mass unit, we use the letter U. Okay, so let us proceed further. Just a second. Okay, now molecular mass. What we understand from the word molecular mass? So instead of atom, if there is a molecule, so each individual mass we have to sum up. Let's say first you can read the statement what is given here, that molecular mass, it is the number equal to sum of the atomic masses of the atoms in molecule. Okay, let's say we have H2O. So what is its molecular mass? Its molecular mass will be the sum, means you have to add atomic mass of oxygen with atomic mass of 2 atoms of hydrogen. Okay, here one example is also given. Let's say our molecule is C2H6. So its atomic mass will be, for carbon, atomic mass is 12. Okay, and we see there are 2 atoms of carbon. So 2 into 12 plus their hydrogen are 6 in number. So 6 into 1. So total we get it as 30. Okay, so that is the atomic the molecular mass. Okay, the molecular mass of any substance. Okay, molecular mass gives the mass of a molecule relative to that of carbon 12, which is taken to have mass of 12. Okay, so carbon mass is 12. Just a second. Okay, so here are some questions which you can try to answer. Okay, let's see the first one. What term is used to represent mass of 1 mole of a substance? So which term we are using? We are using atomic mass unit, which we represented by letter U. What is the gram atomic mass of hydrogen? Gram atomic mass, they are asking you in gram. Okay, so gram atomic mass for hydrogen will be 1 grams, and for oxygen it will be how much? It will be 16 grams. Okay, calculate the molar mass of C2H2. So carbon, you know, atomic mass is 12. Okay, and how many are they in number? There are 2. So 2 carbons are there, you get 24. And you see there are 2 hydrogens also. Okay, so you have to add 2 hydrogens are there. So 24 plus 2, you get 26. So here the answer will be, for this one, answer will be 26. Okay. Okay children, now you can understand through this how to calculate the number of moles. Okay, to get moles, moles multiplied by molar mass per mole. Okay, for each mole. So mole multiplied, when you multiply this mole by this, you get the mass, and mass multiplied by 1 mole, you will get 1 mole. Okay, so you have to remember that number of moles. Okay, number of moles is given by mass upon molar mass. Okay, so you can remember this. Okay, so here to do this question, what you have to do is 35 grams of aluminium, you have to convert it into moles. So you know atomic mass or molar mass of aluminium is 27, that is the atomic mass. Okay, so 1 mole of aluminium is going to contain 27 grams, right? So this is what is being done here. So 1 mole, okay, 1 mole of this aluminium is going to have 27 gram. So for 35 grams, how much it will be? So what you have to do, 1 divided by 27 multiplied by 35. Okay, so basically it is mass upon molar mass. What is being done here, 35 is the mass divided by 27 is the molar mass of aluminium, right? So you get the value. Now in the next question, how many grams of SiO2 are present in 0.8 mole? So here they are asking you how many grams of it. So mass is being asked. Okay, so what you have to do here, molar mass of SiO2 you have to calculate, which comes to 60.1. Now 1 mole is equal to 60.1 gram. Therefore 0.8 moles, they are asking you how many of this are present in 0.8 mole. So in 0.8 mole it will be 60.1 divided by 1 for 1 mole into 0.8. Okay, this is what you have to do in the calculation, you will get the answer. In another way you can understand it, like we say that number of moles, okay, just a second, number of moles is mass upon molar mass, right? Number of moles is nothing but mass divided by the molar mass. Okay, so here here what you have to find is the mass. This is the question mark, you have to calculate it. Molar mass you can find it out, and it is 60.1 gram, and number of moles is also given. So these two values are given, you have to find the mass, and this is what is being done, and you can calculate it. In the previous one also you have to use the same formula, number of moles is equal to mass upon molar mass, and you get the answer. Okay, now at standard temperature pressure condition, 1 mole of any substance will contain 22.4 liter of volume. Okay, so 1 mole of any substance will have the volume of 22.4 liter, and this is only when it is at STP, standard temperature and pressure is maintained. So how we get it, if the volume is multiplied by 22.4, we get the number of moles, and which will be multiplied by 22.4, we get the volume. Okay, so let us see and understand with the help of an example how many moles of carbon dioxide are present in 55.5 liter. We know that in 1 mole of what carbon dioxide, 1 mole of carbon dioxide, or let's say any substance, if it is present in as 1 mole, then it will have the volume of 22.4. so now they are asking you for 55.5 liter, what it will be, how many moles will be there. So simple calculation, you have to, what you have to do, 55.5 you have to divide it by 22.4. okay, multiplied by 1, divide by 22.4, you will get this as your answer. Now let us do one more question. Okay, like which is based on mole concept. You already know that number of representatives particle or number of particles will be how much, how many particles will be present, that will be 6.022 into 10 power 23 particles. It will be present in 1 mole. So to get number of moles, so you have to multiply the number of representative particles multiplied by 6.02 into 10 power 23. If mole is multiplied by this, what we will get, we'll get the number of particles. Okay, let us understand with the example. Calculate the number of molecules that are present in 200 grams of N2O. So what you have to do, first you have to find the molar mass, or it will be given to you. So molar mass, if it is 44 gram, now to find the number of moles, what we have to do, we know that 1 N2O, okay, 1 mole of N2O will contain how much mass. So it is going to contain the molar mass of 44 grams. Okay, what you have to do is nitrogen atoms are 2 in number, so each nitrogen has 14, so 14 into 2. okay, then you have to, in whatever value you get, in that you have to add the atomic mass of oxygen, which is 16. So you get 2 4 8, 2 1 2, 28 plus 16, which will come to, okay, you have to do 28 plus 16, you get 44. okay, you can do it and see that is what will come. Or molar mass is already given also in this question. So here to find the number of moles, what you have to do, 200 grams, okay, will be multiplied by 1 mole divided by 44 grams, so it will become 4.55. okay, you can use again this formula, number of moles is equal to mass upon molar mass. okay, so again this can be used to calculate this question. To find the number of molecules of 1 mole, everyone is calculating that. So I hope this is clear. You can try doing the next one to find the number of molecules. So 1 mole, you know already, it will have how many Avogadro numbers. So you have to find the number of molecules, so divide it by 1 upon 4.55. okay, so to find the number of molecules of this. okay, you all can try doing this question. Just a second. To find the number of molecules, again this concept of moles we have to apply. We know already that 1 mole has Avogadro number of molecules, right? So in order to calculate what will be the number of molecules that will be present in 200 grams of N2O, this is your question, right? So in 200 grams, what will be the number of molecule present? So what you have to do, you can simply divide it. okay, 6.022 into 10 power 23 divided by 1 upon 4.55. okay, divide by 1, because this is the number of moles which you have already got. So number of molecules you can calculate from this. okay, so finally one last question we will do and see how it has to be done. Calculate the number of aluminium ions present in 0.051 grams of aluminium oxide. So this is the mass given, aluminium oxide molar mass you can calculate, it will come to 102 grams. okay, now here they are asking you about the ions. So calculate the number of ions that are present. So we'll see what all ions are possible in case of aluminium oxide. So Al2O3, when it decompose, it will form Al3 plus ions and O2 minus ions. There are two 2 moles of aluminium 3 plus, and there are 3 moles of O2 2 minus. So 102 grams, okay, this molar mass which is given here, once again I'll explain. 102 grams of it, Al2O3, will contain how many? 102 grams is nothing but equal to 1 mole, okay, it is equal to 1 mole of aluminium, right? Mole of Al2O3, right? So it contains how many aluminium? In Al2O3 you just see that aluminium is how many? It's written here Al2, okay, so they are 2 in number, so we will multiply 2 into Avogadro constant, that is 6.02 into 10 power 23. These many aluminium ions will be present. Similarly, in 0.051 grams, okay, this is what is they are asking, no, that in 0.051 gram of this, how many ions will be present? So now we know that in 102 grams, if this is the number of ions that are present, so in 0.051 grams, it will be this 2 into 6.02 10 power 23 divided by 102 and multiplied by 0.051. okay, this is what we do usually to calculate or follow to do these type of questions. Simple mathematical calculation you have to apply, you will get the answers. Okay, so here are some questions which you can try to do. Calculate the mass of one atom of sodium. So mass of one atom of sodium will be what? It will be same as atomic mass of sodium. Okay, that is 23. The atomic mass of calcium is given, that is 40 U. Atomic mass unit is 40 U. What will be the number of calcium atoms in 0.4 of the calcium? Okay, if this is 40, this is for 1 mole. So 1 mole of the calcium is containing 40, right? So 1 mole, that is 40. Then what will be the number of calcium atom present in these many of calcium? If it is 0.4, what will be the number of calcium atom present? So you can use the formula, number of atoms present will be mass upon molar mass, and you can calculate it. Okay, mass will be here 0.4 divided by molar mass. Okay, you can do the further calculation. How many atoms of oxygen are present in 120 gram of nitric acid? How many atoms will be present in nitric acid? Nitric acid is written as HNO3. Okay, so how many atoms of oxygen are present? Oxygen atoms are 3 in number, okay, present in 120 grams of nitric acid. So see the number of atoms, how many are they present? So there will be again Avogadro's number. So 3 into whatever the Avogadro's number is, that many atoms will be present.